I want to make some ice cream girls, but I feel like before they can become the flavor that they are, they all start out as cones. Can you imagine the land of the cone girls? They're all just waiting. And the color palette, beige, browns, oh, I love it. Creams, that's so pretty. And their design has to be some modification of the ice cream cone. So you've got the big bulky part that I eat first, the bottom, and then you got your ice cream and the sprinkles. This is an example. It's kind of like Pokemon with the evolutions, you know, you have like the brown Eevee and then it could turn into anything. I love that idea. That's so pretty. And I feel like they all just wait for the day that they find out what they are. Oh, they have to stay in the dark about it. They don't even know what they're going to be. I like think about all the different flavors, like all my old favorites. I love birthday cake ice cream. A birthday cake ice cream girl? Thank you. Yes. Cotton candy used to be my favorite. Family is a sucker for black walnut. I bet the girls just all get together and talk about it. I bet they gather in circles and they look at the flavors and they talk about which ones they could be based off of their personalities. And I don't think that the changes happen all at once. I don't think that they figure out their flavor immediately, you know? I think maybe you get the toppings first. You see little gummy bears start appearing. Or maybe the gummy bears follow you around. I don't know. I don't know yet. But, maybe like you've got like chocolate syrup coming out of your hat and it's a little warm and you're like, what is this? I bet they don't even know what their flavors are immediately. They have to help each other find out. That would be so cute. And your friend just dips her finger in it and she tries and she's like, I think you're hot fudge sundae. Cute. You know, I want to be a cone girly, but like I bet it's so stressful. I can imagine you start showing signs of a certain thing and you've got your toppings and it's slowly coming together, and then one day you wake up and it's all gone. Your flavor got discontinued. You've got to start over. I would be in tears. I don't think there's a bigger heartbreak. Oh my gosh. You'd have to mourn the loss of who you could have been. Or you could be one of those girlies whose flavors haven't been invented yet. You know how long you're gonna stay in cone land? Watching all your friends get their flavors, you'll stand there and watch. And you'll wonder, is there something wrong? Do you not have a flavor? Oh my God, that's terrible. I know, like, this color palette, neutrals are boring to some people. I love it. Personally, in my own room, I can't have too many patterns going on. I can't do too many colors or I feel chaotic. I need, like, neutral colors to stick home. It's so pretty and I'm in love with her. I want multiples. Girls everywhere, browns and beiges and, the creams. Low-key, it's just a thought. I don't know if I like this thought though. If you are bitter, if you cannot handle the fact that you haven't gotten your flavor, I feel like those emotions overwhelm you and you turn into the cone witch easily. You turn into this mean old witch. Your hat is a cone. I feel like there's so many signs that you're turning into the cone witch and everybody tries to save you, but it's really up to you. It's hard not knowing who you are. And I bet like it starts with like the cone is a hat and the hat grows and it gets longer. And if we're making the cone witch a thing, it's totally reversible. You're fine. When your flavor kicks in, you realize you're like, oh my God, that's me. And you drop, you're instantly back to where you were. Or your friends can bring you back into a cone girl. The cone witch has to be a temporary altered state of mind when you give up, and you shouldn't have given up. You're okay. Honestly, out of all the groups that we've made, the bunny girls, the bear girls, the animal kingdom, the food girlies, oh man, I would want to be a cone girl the most. That just seems so fun. You really are surrounded by girls that are just like you, and they literally celebrate up to the day that they find out who they are, and then it's a huge send-off. That just seems so fun. And you spend your days peeking in on the world and seeing what the flavors are. And you do personality tests, and I imagine like, it really might be based off of your personality. Can you imagine? You're like the sweetest thing ever, and everybody's like, ooh, she's gonna be a fruit flavor. Like, I can't wait. That's like a raspberry. That's a cherry girl. And then you grow up a little bit and you're quirky and you're a little cuckoo, and then nuts appear. Like, you know, like little little peanuts, little almonds, and you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. She is a little nutty. Also, we both know once you get your flavor, you have to leave Cone Land. And I just imagine you finally get one, but you can't leave. The island won't let you go. And your friends are like, I don't know. And you try to figure out what you are, and you get together, and then they realize you're a seasonal type, and it's not your season yet, and you have to wait. And I just feel like that's like an even bigger countdown, and everybody's like, oh my God, one more month until your season. And then you get to see, like, imagine you're a fall flavor, like pumpkin ice cream or something. And you get to see fall slowly, the leaves are changing, and your friends are like, ooh. And then pumpkin flavored things get released. It's not quite there yet, they're early. And your friends are like, okay, you're about to go. I would love to be a cone girly. Like, doesn't that just seem so wholesome? I don't know another group. I do not know another group that's like this. Maybe we'll make one. That would mean that seasonal flavors get to come back to the island. I love that. I don't know if I'd want to be a seasonal flavor. And I bet they run back to the girls and they're like, I don't know, I think sea salt is making a comeback. And then everybody's screaming because that could be them. Ah! It's so precious, and I'm gonna give her a bow. I feel like there was a video where I was like, no more bows, and I meant it. And I got away from it because I was putting bows in like everything, if y'all remember. Yeah, it would sure be a shame if I got back into that, huh? Wouldn't that be terrible? That and black is really making this look pop. I like it. What? Watch me not even care about the ice cream flavors. I'll just be stuck on these cone girls forever. Actually, I like the idea of people not leaving the island. I need like guardian cone girls that aren't meant to go anywhere. They were born to stay and look after everyone. So one of them has to be decorative cones. You know the cones that are like, they're in the display case. They're never gonna get used. They're just meant to be seen. You know that it exists, and it's like, oh, I want that one in the window. She's gonna stay in the window. You know what I mean? So I can just imagine some people's cones are a little bit too pretty. Some people have like flavored cones and decorative cones, and you know, the second your cone's a little too shiny, the second your cone has like a little bit of icing on it, you know you're never leaving. You know what's weird? For them, I don't want too much angst. I don't want them to be sad about that. Like, I want it to be some kind of honor. Immediately, when people realize what you are, I want them to come up and squeeze you. They better hold you so tight. And they're gonna whisper, please keep us safe. Please look over us. It's so sweet. This will not be sad. You don't want to leave the island. Everywhere else is lame. There is literally no place like home. Stay. And I bet the girls who stay are so close to the girls that are seasonal. They go and come back. They probably keep everything. They memorize every detail for you. They love you. This is like the ultimate community. Let me be a cone girl. And you know, I bet there's rankings, and they keep up with it. The best, the worst flavors. And I imagine somebody that's gonna get like a really unpopular flavor, they're like, no, I don't want to be eggnog. Nobody will like me. And I bet they're so upset. And then they realize, listen, the folks who do love that ice cream flavor, they show up. They show up every single time, and you are so loved. I would rather be completely loved by a very small group than just liked over a bunch of people. Give me the fanatics. You only eat this one flavor, and that flavor just happens to be mine. That's my favorite. I really think that their island should be secluded. It really is just for the ice cream girlies. If you're not an ice cream girly, you're not gonna know where to look. You're not gonna know when you're close. You won't have like this little beaconing. Everyone can sense where it is. If you belong there, you'll sense it. I love that. Yeah, I have a favorite. Oh no! And I could have done the girl next to her, but nah. There's a few others that I drew that we're not gonna do. And maybe we'll see some digital art of the cone girls. You better sense the favoritism. I actually like them very, very much. And there's some OCs that I mean to bring back. But like, I love these girls. You know what I mean? See you next time. I wonder who will draw.